Okay, here we go. We're talking the next review section in your textbook, and that is the general review, and it starts on the bottom of page 103. Now, you're going to be working on this general review in class today as a review for your test, just as you did the percent review yesterday. Now, your test, I'm sure you know by now that we're doing distance learning over the next couple of weeks. Now, next week, you are only scheduled to have Monday and Tuesday for your math class. So here's what we're going to do. The test is the only thing that you will have next week. That's the only thing you'll have. And what we're going to do is I just thought of this just a little bit ago. Rather than try to send you that test, I want you to we're going to have somebody go over to my classroom. You're going to get those test booklets, test and quiz booklets that are on the shelf there by my desk. You've seen them before. You're going to tear out test number 3 and as best you can. Some of you have some struggles with that, I know. But tear out those test booklets, that test 3 out of those booklets. We'll staple them, and you'll take those home. You'll work on that test, and then you'll be able to take a picture and email or send it through, email it through Schoolworks back to me, or my sadams@eastlandchristian.org email, through the Eastland email, or I'm going to try to get Google Classroom set up over this weekend and have that there so you could submit it that way as well. Most of you are familiar with those things from last year, the end of last year. So that's the way we can do. So before the class period is over today, go ahead, get those test booklets and get those things torn out and stapled. Take them home. You have to finish those tests by Wednesday of next week. I'm going to be sending out some more videos over the weekend, probably about commission, increase and decrease in percent, those kind of things, just as more review. Since you're not really getting the review you would normally get, I'm going to be sending some of those videos out, and I'll be using videos the following week as well. I'm going to record videos and use those to teach you your lessons for those weeks. You won't be doing the Abeka videos. There'll be videos from me. All right, so we'll be taking care of that, and as long as I'm feeling well enough to do that, which I am now, so we should be good. If you have any questions, again, most of you know how you can contact me. Many of your parents already have the email and all that kind of stuff, even my phone number for text messages, things like that. If you have questions, don't be afraid to use those kind of things. All right, so let's take a look real quick here at the general review that you're going to be working on. Page 103 starts there at the bottom with just rounding off. That's a large number there. It goes from 100 millions to tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s on the other side of the decimal place. All right, so you're going to have to round off on either side. Remember, if you round off on the right side of the decimal, you just drop the numbers. If you round off on the left side of the decimal, you have to make those zeros. So for instance, on the first one, the nearest 100, all right, you're going to look at that nearest 100. What number is in the hundredths place? The 9. So you look at the number to the right of it. It's less than 5. So what happens to the 9? It stays the same. So you're looking at 376,586,900. Right? Now look at the next one. Nearest thousandth, TH. So we're looking at the other side of the decimal place here. So which number is in the thousandths place? All right, the 2, correct? So you look at the next number. It's a 4. Again, it's not 5 or greater. So that 2 stays the same, and we drop the 4. All right, but we keep everything before it. So you're going to have 376,582,927.382, or 382 thousandths. All right, so round off the rest of those accordingly. Look at the next page, page 104. Here you have a lot of review, just general review, fractions, multiplying decimals, so on. Make sure you count the number of decimal places in your multiplicative and multiplier, and make sure you move that many decimal places in your answer. Number 14, 15, 16 are division problems. 8/9, you should be able to do that. Number 15, you should be able to do that in your head. Remember, if there's a 9 as a denominator, what do you do with that to change it to a decimal? 16, we got to move the decimal place, one place in your divisor and one place in your dividend, and bring it up. Don't forget to move your decimal place. Just things like that. Change these fractions to decimals. Number 17, 18, 19, and 20. Number 20 you should be able to do just from memory. All right, the others you'll have to divide out and take care of those. Look at the chart at the bottom of page 104. You have percent, decimal, fraction, and ratio. So look at number 21. The percent, 93%. The decimal, 0.93, right? The fraction, well, percent means hundredths, so what is that? It's 93 over 100. That decimal is 93 hundredths, so that's 93 over 100. Can that be reduced? No, it can't. All right, so it's 93 over 100. What's the ratio? 93 to 100, right? So that number 23 is a little bit trickier, especially when you get to the fraction. What is that? It's 375 hundred thousandths. All right, so you've got that's a big fraction is all, but you know that's what it looks like. And the ratio, 375 to 100,000. That can be reduced, but you don't need to mess with reducing that unless you want to. All right. Next page, 105. Just various kinds of problems. It looks similar to what your test could look like. You know, these types of problems that would be on the test. Miss Barbie should have the answer key as you're working on this. If there's time, she can go over the answers with you. I just want you to do the evens. Just do the evens on this sheet, okay? Because you won't have time to do the whole thing in class today, all right? Especially if you got to tear out those tests, staple them together, and get them ready to take home, all right? Very good. We will catch you all in a couple of weeks, all right? You'll see some videos, though, all right? Bye.